Alright, so I'm going to do a quick deck profile of a meme deck that I took to Houston, the Houston Regional this last weekend. I already have my invite from a San Antonio Regional with Sky Strikers around a couple months ago, so I wanted to take something kind of funny, so I was like, okay, I like Invoked cards, I like Dark Law, let's make Invoked Dark Law Orcust. So here we go. Pretty quick, and I'll talk through some of the theory a bit afterwards, but anyway. So 3 Alistair, 1 Terraforming, 1 Invocation, 1 Meltdown. Never wanted to draw this card. I'm not playing Desires or anything. And the Terraforming can search both Meltdown and Babel. So essentially I'm playing 2 copies of the field spell. But if I draw Terraforming plus the field spell, that still lets me go search Babel. So those were the invoked cards. Then I played 11 danger cards. Because dangers are really good because all you need is 2 monsters for full Orcust combo, right? And he's a normal summon that doesn't get you a monster, so pretty much the rest of the deck is stuff that'll get you another monster. So we have Bigfoot. This one is Chupacabra. He's a level 4 just for the Redoer. And then 3 Jackalope. You could summon Chupacabra off of him if you, again, we're going Redoer. 3 Snake. Just another special, guaranteed special, which came up a lot. And then 3 Nessie. Nessie can both search the Chupacabra and it keeps your hand advantage, which is really important. So Nessie's the best one by far, I think. Alright, those are danger cards. Opening any of them was amazing. Then I played 3 Destrudo. This is obviously I had the borrow one. Destrudo is really good because any 2 monsters, so normal Orcust combo, and then also opening this guy, gives you Boral Savage or Redoer. I usually go Boral Savage, which I'll talk about in a bit, but Redoer is also really good. So normal combo, any 2 monsters that you can get in the field, plus this guy is Redoer or Savage. And even if you open him plus like Alistair, it gives you full combo because he is a free special from your hand. Pretty straightforward. Good discard fodder for dangers. And Mermaid. Played 1 Zephyros. Card was okay. Just good discard fodder and a very easy special summon. Probably would not play it in the future. Then Orcust cards, 2 Nightmare, 1 Harp, 1 Skeleton, 1 Field, 1 Trap. This is pretty lean, but standard. If you're going to play more, you'd probably put him the 3, him the 2. I don't know if you put this guy the 3 or not. Haven't looked, but this was fine for me all day. Definitely, if I could, probably bump him up the 2 or him up the 2. Probably both of them up the 2. Maybe him the 3. But I already had a normal summon with Alistair. And I wasn't playing enough dangers that I really felt I could justify playing more. Because I wanted to keep my deck count low. I played 42. I wish I could have been playing 40. And now that I know I could have cut the Bigfoot and the Zephyros, it could have been 40. So this was fine all day. Field spell, being able to search that with the Terra if you open the Meltdown was pretty good. It let me get a few times the board with both field spell and counter trap. Oh yeah, and then Wand as well. Wand was amazing. This card gives you Redoer. Can let you. It sets up your next turn because it lets you bring back one of your banished resources. Card is really good. All right, PK cards, honorary Orcust cards. 1 Cloak, 1 Boots. Then I ended up playing Shade Brigandine because he's a free special if you open really bad, and you can get you the Orcust combo, or he gets you the Redoer or Boral Savage. So this card, if you open Destrudo, will give you the Redoer or Boral Savage. So good card. Definitely liked playing it. And then 2 Fogblades. Opening this card is actually really good because sometimes you need to revive one of these dudes if you get disrupted mid-combo. Also, I mean, then it just lets you search this card and you still have the double negate, so. Those are the Thanomite cards. Then 3 Mask Change. This card was hilarious. Dark Law is actually really good. It happened a couple times where my Mermaid gets ashed or negated, and then I can just make Dark Law under him with another material, discarding like a danger or something, and just pass turn, and then Orcust lose to this. Salamangreat lose to this. Dark Law was great. Oh, and you can dodge. I dodge Impermanence and Veiler on Alistair with this card too, discarding a danger. That was amazing. Anyway. Then we have triple Call by the Grave. I'm playing a combo deck. You have to play Call by the Grave. I almost cut this card. I'm really glad I didn't. It came up a lot. It's even a good disruption card going up. So, and then played triple impermanence. This was the only hand trap I played in the main. I think this is the best hand trap to play in the main right now. It doesn't get hit by called, so when you end up going second, you still have like a playable card. And also, it's just better versus combo decks, I think. I think Ash isn't that great. So, Ash is really good versus back row decks. Anyways. Extra deck, pretty straightforward. These were my nightmares. I wish I had played Cerberus instead of Unicorn. The idea with Unicorn was against Mystic Mine. I just make Unicorn, do this, draw two every draw phase, since they just let you normal summon, and then see my Twin Twister more. Never came up, didn't play against any. And then the other idea was that against a back row deck, I can make Phoenix, pop one of their back row, make Unicorn with the Phoenix, spin one of their back row, and then do full combo with them down to back row. Never came, like, it didn't really ever came up. I wish I had played Cerberus instead of Unicorn. Right, then Orcust cards. I played 2 Galatea, 2 Dingirsu, 1 Longirsu, and 1 Rusty. That is Orcust card, right? So double. This was great. This guy was great. Did not ever make Longirsu. I would cut this. This card sucks. At least I never made it. So. And Shade Brigandine is awesome. Or Shade Brigandine, whatever you want. Rusty Bardish, same thing. But I think 2 Dingirsu is right, because I always made it the next turn, and it was amazing. Alright, so Invoke cards. I only played 2. Caliga and Purgatrio. I didn't have any light targets, so there's no point in playing Mechaba, because I could never make it on my turn. I would only be able to make it going second. Caliga is amazing. Again, so Alistair baits a negation. If he doesn't, you get this as like a follow-up play. So like they stop your mermaid, you're like, okay, I activate Alistair, or I activate Invocation, special him under mermaid, pass turn, maybe set a Fogblade or 2. And then he says you can only activate 1 monster effect per turn, or attack with 1. So he's actually kind of annoying for a lot of the meta combo decks, like Thunder Dragons or Orcust or Salamangreat. They get over. So he buys you a turn, and also is a good floodgate on his own. And what you can also do is sometimes if you end up with like the Boral Savage, if you have your Rusty here, your Galatea counter trap set, and then like a Boral Savage or a Redoer here, you can still end up making Caliga by activating Invocation and then banishing your Bardish for the Caliga, because I think Caliga is like a better floodgate than this card. Like this card is an amazing floodgate. So anyways, I'll put you back over here. And then Purgatrio against Salamangreat, banish their Spinny, attack over everything. Like this card is an OTK on his own. And then worst case, like Caliga is another material that's level 4, so you can make Redoer with him too. So Redoer, card's amazing. He's like generally what I would make blind first instead of Boral Savage. Auto wins versus Salamangreat, just spin their normal summon. This is a borrowed Dark Law. I had to borrow the ulti from a friend, and he took my super in payment, so I don't have one anymore. But Dark Law, he, just like Caliga, great floodgate that you can get out. Auto wins versus current. Some decks, I have to hard draw the mask change, but I mean, I'm just playing memes, dude. Like, I don't care. Ending with like him under a mermaid, if they hit your mermaid, you can still, like, that's usually enough for like Orcust or either Orcust or what do you call it, Salamangreat. So then Boral Sword, I didn't make it all day. As funny as that sounds, I just OTK'd by doing normal Orcust combo and breaking their board. And Purgatrio. And then Boral Savage Dragon. This card was awesome. And Destrudo plus normal combo is Boral Savage, Galatea with counter trap set, and Bardish with 1 Fogblade. So card's really good. I make this versus back row decks. So Redoer I make versus like a lot of the combo decks that actually need the shit on the field, and him I make versus the back row decks, because then I have 2 negates for back row. All right, then, and you can make him under Mermaid if you open like crazy, so he protects a lot of your other stuff. Then for side deck, 3 Ash. This is a card I would side out impermanence for Ash if I was playing against like something that doesn't care too much about monster effects, so like the back row decks. Card was really good, as kind of expected. 3 Phantasme card was again really good. I sided this in a lot versus Orcust, Salaman Great, Striker. Aim up a ton, card was amazing. I actually won a game versus a Striker player playing Mystic Mine by linking my entire, so he activated Mystic Mine and was just poking me with Hayate, but he had he destroyed his board to get to this state, so it was literally like Mystic Mine set 1 that I knew was like I don't remember, a single, I don't remember. Anyway, I just linked all my materials except for Bardish away for a Boral Sword, because I can't link the Bardish, and I tributed 2 for fucking the Bardish and the Boral Sword for Phantasme, and then attacked, and it was amazing, because then I just had a live Phantasme plus a card in hand to negate, and it was a very simplified game state. So then Twins, this card was really good. Might even consider maining this. I'd probably put this in over the Mask Change if you weren't, if I didn't want to main the Mask Change because they were funny. I sided this in a ton. Evenly match. I resolved it like twice all day, and they're both against Guru, so card was okay. And then Lancia, I literally never saw this card. In theory, it's really good. It is really good if you resolve it. I just never saw it. Anyway. Alright, so that is it. Thanks for watching. Any questions, shoot them in comments. Peace.